Hi, this is Shreyang Siddharth and welcome to the next video of this Kotlin programming series. Now this is the demo video for the for loop, while loop and do while loop. So let's check it out inside the IntelliJ IDE. So here inside the IntelliJ IDE within the main function, let us try first the for loop, right? So in case of for loop, the syntax is for followed by space, bracket open and bracket close. Inside this, I will simply use the variable of I followed by in operator followed by, let's say, let us define the range. Let's say 1 dot dot 10, right? And now inside the for loop, I will simply use the print statement, let's say print line, and simply print the value of I that range from 1 to 10. Now this is the range that I have used here. And the concept of range I have already discussed in the previous videos, so please check that out. And now let us run the code. So here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are simply printing the values from 1 to 10. Now suppose if I ask you to write a program using the for loop to print out all the even numbers starting from 1 to 10. Now inside this I will simply write the if else condition such as if I modulus, let's say 2, is equal to 0, then simply print out the value of I, right? So let us now run the code. So here we go 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So here we have 5 even numbers starting from 1 to 10 that falls between 1 to 10, right? Now this was all about the for loop in case of Kotlin. Now if you are a beginner, then you must continue watching this video, and if you already know Java and you already know how does a for loop works, then simply jump on to the next video. Don't watch this video, just save your time, right? So all the beginners, please continue with this video. So how does a for loop in case of Kotlin works? Now the for loop has the initializer, the in operator, and then we define the range, right? And then we put our code here. Now let us take some example here on the left hand side. Suppose I have for I in range of 1 to 3, and then here I simply print hello, right? So what happens exactly when these three lines of codes are executed? What happens is that in the output we will get hello, hello and hello 3 times. Now this simply shows that the print line method has been executed 3 times, that is loop 1, loop 2 and loop 3 has been executed. Now after the loop 3, the loop actually terminates, right? And now here I have simply defined some columns: initialize, condition check, code execute and increment. So this is the flow for the for loop, right? Now when the first loop is actually executed, the value of I is actually 1. And next comes the condition check. So 1 falls inside this range, right? 1, 2, 3. So the condition becomes true, right? And then we simply print hello with the help of this statement. And finally, at the end of the loop, we simply increment the value of 1 internally, and now the value of I becomes 2, right? And this value of 2 comes at the very initial point of the second loop. So in case of second loop, again we have the condition check. 2 actually falls inside this range, so the condition becomes true again, and again we print hello. And finally at the end of loop 2, we simply increment the value of I, and I becomes 3. And now this I equal to 3 now again comes at the initial point of, or you can say the starting point of loop 3. And again the condition becomes true because this 3 is actually present inside the range of 1 to 3, right? So again we print hello, and finally the value of I becomes 4. Now at the end of loop 3, when the value of I becomes 4, this 4 try to initiate the fourth loop, which never happens because this I equal to 4 simply makes the condition as false because the 4 does not lie inside the range. And finally the loop terminates, right? So this is how the for loop works. The whole flow of the for loop is in front of you. You can again watch this video if you are a beginner, right? And then only proceed with the next video.